everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I just kind of spontaneously decided to do just to start like a new series today. Even though I have a few series that are languishing a little bit, I need to work on. This one is just going to be a very relaxing make along, like with me today, kind of based on me making along, like what did I watch today and who am I deciding to make along with. So I was just watching Gayle Agostinelli's Mass Making Pockets with Tags on her Craft With Me today, and I just feel like it's a really relaxing kind of project. So that's what I'm just going to make for a little bit today while I have some time. It's also an extension of just using up things in my bin here that I used for Tuesday 10, because I had a little bit of a different week this week with Tuesday 10. So yeah, she's using coffee dyed paper. I would like to use up some of these book pages from an art book that I have. So it's a pretty simple process of making a very simple pocket and a very simple tag to go with it. So basically you're just folding in the two sides to make this. I'll show you the little prototype that I just made. I'm thinking about how it's nice to make a pocket and a tag that go together. So this one has a Victor Hugo poem about birds. This was all from the same children's book page. The illustrations are by Tasha Tudor, so it's just a nice little thing that goes together. I will stitch around. I may put a little thumb hole in there, actually. I think I will do that. Where is my... Here it is. Yeah. So I'll just pop a little thumb hole in this that will go all the way through the pocket. And then I'll probably give it some stitching and maybe some ink. But yeah, I think these are cute, and so let's just get started making some. So Gayle basically is using a piece of coffee dyed paper for hers, and it uses up the whole piece of paper. So I'm doing things a little differently because I'm using up papers that I'm trying to use up. So once you've folded in, like this, you're going to then fold up the bottom to make the bottom of the pocket. And then where the folds meet, you're going to come in and just do a little angle here and then cut this excess off, and that's going to give you a little tailored in flap. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're not even going to see the back, because this is for a glue down kind of pocket. So then you just fold those in and fold that up. You can use art glitter glue if you just want a little fine bit of glue. I'm going to use glue stick just because I've got a lot of extra flap there, and why not? So that in essence is the pocket, and then you can trim it down however you like, and then we're going to cover up the front to make it nice. And then the tag is the same kind of deal. So the benefit that Gayle has to using coffee dyed paper is it's already backed, so there's journaling space already there. Using book pages, you'll of course have to cover the back, but I'm not too concerned about that. So I just need to snip a little off here. You can fold it a little better than what I just did on this one so that you don't have to trim any off the side. But then essentially you've got a tag. I'm actually going to just neaten this up a little more. There. It's just too long, period. There we go. So then we're going to just glue the edges here and across. I'm not gluing too harshly because I'm going to be covering the back, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, I'll be stitching around. So then we have this. And then just trim the top. Tag. And then you have a pocket and a tag. So I'm not going to cut the thumb hole till the last part because then it makes it easier. But yeah, it fits nicely. It's very flat. So let's find some stuff and start making. I'm also going to take off my sweater. Oh, I had to go out this morning to pick up a new printer that I got. Okay. So let's see what we have here. This cute little goat and some dandelions. Kids and goats. It could be cute. I might put this little kids with this goat on this tag. So I'm just going to cover the tag in glue. Then pop this on top of it. And just trim around. Okay, then we need to make the front of the pocket. Yep, we can put it on there. And I'll just trim the excess off here. Then we have a little bit of space at the bottom here. And I think what I'll do is just tear a little of this tree from the same page. Just glue the back. There we go, and just kind of pop it down there. Okay. And then I'll back the tag. There we go. So that is the basic way that we're making these. Paper here. Here we go. Then I will pop the thumb hole in the pocket. And so we took a nice little drive this morning to Toronto to pick up my printer, and it was actually quite nice out, and there wasn't very much traffic, which was great. It's nice going places in the sort of off period when there's not so many people on the road. Although I've noticed that the traffic has gotten so much worse. I feel like during the pandemic, this whole time, so many people have relocated and so much has happened and so many people are staying home that we no longer have a very good understanding of what the traffic situation is. So if things ever go back to, like, you know, full-time, everybody in the office and all of that, like, I think we're going to be looking at a bit of a traffic nightmare, at least to the GTA area where I live. Okay, so now we'll pop this in here. And you could also add some word snippets and stuff if you wanted to, but that's a sweet little pocket. And then of course I'm going to also stitch around both. So that is that. Super easy and fun way to use some things up. So I think I'm just going to kind of chat with you and make a few more of these because they're pretty fun and easy. And I have, my daughter has her little Sparks group tonight, so that's the other thing I'll be doing. So I think I'm going to make a corn chowder for dinner tonight. It's just a lovely soup that I've made for a lot of years. I learned to make it when I worked in a cafe when I was a teenager, and it's just become kind of a wholesome kind of favorite thing that makes me feel cozy. It's just a nice corn soup with potatoes and onions and celery, left a little bit crunchy with the celery. You can add things like bacon if you want to, but I usually don't. So that's the dinner plan, and probably some leftovers from last night of nice pulled pork and sweetbread. Okay, now we need to find something to decorate this one with. What's this? That's pretty. Then I would need something else for the pocket. Let me wait on that one. I'm going to use this one for now. Okay, I think this would be cute there. But that, I don't want to have just like... Yeah, I don't want like a half a woman there. Although I could probably... Yeah, let's make the tag and then we'll figure out the pocket after. Gayle was using digitals for her pieces, so it kind of takes the guesswork out of like having to match up your paper with your pocket and your tag paper. Okay. I like the little lily of the valley here, but I don't want her feet. I don't want to use that for that, I don't think. That's cute. Let's do that. And I think what I'll do with this little lily of the valley, because I don't want to waste this cute little piece of paper here, I'll just tear it out and we'll see if we can't use that elsewhere. Okay. So I have lots to do this week. I've got to do a bunch of house tidying up. I have to do my least favorite job, which used to be one of my favorite jobs, which is going through all my kids' clothes and getting rid of stuff that no longer fits them. And I used to love doing that when I only had one little bitty kiddo, and it was so fun to kind of graduate to the next stage of the age of the child and get to, like, you know, pull out all the new clothes that you had for that age group. Now though, with 2 kids, it honestly just feels like a lot of laundry and a lot of organizing. So yeah, it's a bit. And they just have too many clothes, I think. I don't know. I'm still at the stage where, like, people gave us a lot of things for the kids, and like I'm still kind of going through that. But then there's other days where I'm like, why does my daughter have 0 socks? Like, where do her socks go? I don't know. This is my first day just kind of making ephemera in a long time. I've been really making journals. I actually have another journal that I have to post that I've completed. I'll probably try to do that later today if I can. I'm really feeling like really inspired by this certain kind of journal that I've been making lately using larger books and sort of telling a personality story. And so I've made another of those because I just really feel inspired by them. And yeah. But I do have like a few other projects on the go too that I need to work on. Do a little inking around here. Love that cute dog sitting at her legs while she spins, or actually weaves rather, sorry. So cute. All right, another one. Open up the pocket. There we go. Make sure there's no glue there. We don't want to glue the tag into the pocket. I always dislike when that happens. Here we go. Oops. That's a little far. Let's go to about here. So I guess it's Mother's Day this weekend. My parents are going to come up for a visit, which is nice. My father has been working on a project with my husband, and they've kind of been working on it like virtually together for a while now. My dad is doing the heavy lifting of actually building it because that's sort of my dad's specialty, but he built a whole smoker style barbecue. My husband wants to do things like smoked cheese and smoked meats and things, and so that has been a project that's been ongoing for a while. So I know that this thing is like crowding up my dad's workshop, so he definitely wants to bring it up. But I also thought it would be nice to have my parents for a visit for Mother's Day because we are all pretty isolated, so it's nice to I'm so happy, honestly, that my parents are like they are in terms of being really responsible about like COVID and not like socializing with lots of people and still wearing their masks. So it makes it a lot easier for me to feel like a little better about hanging out with them. So what is this? This is a cover of an old Jane Eyre book. Oh, the randomness of this bin. Let's see what else we have here. In some ways, I wish I could just put this whole bin where you could see what I'm hunting through, but I can't. It would be too hard. What's this? So this is a children's book that ended up in there. Maybe we'll try using this. When the traveler in the dark thanks you for the tiny spark, he could not see which way to go. If you did not twinkle so, though I know not what you are, twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's like another verse of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, I guess. That's cute. I like the little suns in the corner. Okay. I need to move that up a little bit, just above the picture here, because I don't want to lose the top of this picture if I can help it. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, just looking in the light so I can try to get a bearing on what I will end up with here. There we go. You ought to be okay. Although I guess if I'm going to cut this into a tag, I'm going to lose that little face anyway, so that's okay. Oh no, I cut the words. Oh geez. Back to the drawing board on that one. Oh my god. Why am I like this? Okay, is this one? Yeah, we could do this one. It's cute too. Let's try to get the little dolly on there and the words this time. Oh my goodness. And I don't even think I could use it on the pocket because the words are, well, maybe I could. I could just cover the words like with something else. Let's just do something like that. We can still make this work, I think. There we go. Now, okay, we still have a twinkle twinkle little star there, so let me cut that off. Then I can put that right there, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then we just sort of need almost something to kind of go around the edges of this. I do need more glue for sure. There we go. I pulled it up so it doesn't have as much glue. There we go. Okay. Then I think I know what I can do on the edges here to make this look a little nicer. A bit of gilding wax to just cover the words on the edge here. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Then I think this needs a little something else. Maybe right over here. I don't think that would work. No, it won't. to think on that one, maybe. Let's see what I have over here. Oops. Okay. Not that, not that. Some kind of a little label or something, maybe. I'm still working on from the Tuesday 10. I added the spine into this book. And I've added some of these patches onto this book, and I'm still working on it. Then I added a woven, out of my hand spun yarn and some other yarn, a woven bit to the front of this one with the wacky stitching. I really like how it looks now, though, I have to be honest, and I think it's only going to get neater as I go. Okay, sorry, I just have to move a couple of things to grab from here. I know I have these little stamped light bulbs, and one of them might be in here. Or not one of them, but some of them. I'm not searching for a complete needle in a haystack, but we'll see. I do have some things in here that'll work, I know that. So much in this bin, it's a little wild. Okay, these little houses, those are cute. Technical drawings, postage. Getting warmer, I know they're in this area. Okay, I just paused for a moment so I could look through some things, and I found these really cute tickets, and I might just do like a little line of them because they're very, very cute. Let's cut that off there. I don't remember if these are on sticker paper. I think they are. Yeah, they are. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I was thinking of just putting them right here. I don't know if that third one will fit that well. Actually just gonna go with two, I think. Yeah, because, well, actually it's okay. The top one, yeah, the bird's head doesn't get cut off. I didn't want the bird's head to get cut off, and it won't, so we're okay. All right, we can remove that. Okay, all good. Put this back to the side. Okay, so now we have this. That's cute. And then we need the little thumb hole here. Okay. Oh, and I need to back this. Seeing advertisements for the new Kids in the Hall series that's going to be on Amazon Prime. I'm really excited. It was like one of my favorite shows I grew up with. It's so funny. Those guys are hilarious. I sent my husband recently to go see Bruce McCulloch in his live show that he did in Paris, and he really loved it. It was a really funny show, and it was like really good to see him. There we go. Okay. So I've made 4 of them, and they're really cute. See, they're like a nice little thing to have on hand. Okay, maybe we'll make 1 more. And then I probably should do a bit of other stuff that I have to do today. I've really been finding a lot of nice ways to use up larger books lately, and that makes me very happy because I'm trying not to like just throw away anything that like I don't, I'm not necessarily going to use. Like I buy a big book because I want some of the images out of it, but I don't want to like just throw it away. I need to find a way. So I've been using the covers for lap books, and I'm really enjoying making the lap books. I think they're a lot of fun. I also think they're really, really functional and fun. So you can do a lot with a lap book. Take it places and do sketching. It was nice. I went to the antique store on the weekend, and there were some ladies just kind of seated in different little areas around the antique store, and they were watercolor and pencil sketching different things, and it was really nice to just observe them quietly and see them. And with my daughter, they were one was doing a really nice detailed sketch of like a antique wicker baby carriage, and then another had a nice little watercolor palette that she was painting from, and that was really just very nice to see. I think I might check out what the Art Gallery of Ontario has happening right now, because I think if I go during the day with my daughter and we're masked up, I think that's kind of a nice safe option for doing something out in a gallery somewhere. My son, unfortunately, I can't take him to these kind of places because he's still too little to wear a mask. He's starting to get the concept. He's starting to be a little more agreeable, but it's hard. It's hard for 2-year-olds to do that kind of thing. They don't really understand why you're trying to like put a mask on their face. Let's see if anything else would be good here for this. Oh, I love those sunflowers, but I don't think I want to use that right now. So we have to find something different. I have this really funny book. Maybe I'll make one with these. Of these like people. I forget what the name of the book was called, but it was kind of like they're like this snobby aristocracy kind of, and like it's very funny. So that would be a good pocket image, I think. Actually, these are tall pockets, so no, it wouldn't because it's not tall enough. That would be for sure. I think most of them would be. That's a magazine page. Yeah, a little too short, although it would be okay. That one's good. Maybe I'll just do, hold on, what's the pattern on that? And does it go with this? It actually goes quite well. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we'll do the pocket here first. Trying to decide what to do while my daughter's at Sparks tonight. I always wait at the community center where they meet up. I always wait for her just outside where they are, and lately I've been working on my stitching or something like that. And it's actually kind of funny because there's a lot of programs that go on inside there. Like there's a dance program and all different kinds of things like karate, like lots of kids programs. And the other parents that are there sort of look at me like I'm a weird alien when they see me doing any kind of a handcraft of any kind. I was honestly thinking of taking my spinning wheel one day. I mean, I think I've been kind of like deciding if I want to volunteer for the Girl Guides organization. But I have this tendency that as soon as I get involved in something, I end up like on the board or something, and I'm trying not to do that with this. I'm trying to just like not make everything I put my children in another task for myself, because I've done that a lot, and I'm trying to like realize that like sometimes it's nice to have like the balance of having someone else, you know, be primarily responsible for like working with your kids, because of course I homeschool. We don't do childcare of any kind, so it's always us. It's my husband and I 100% of the time who are responsible for the kids, and we don't have family that live close by or anything like that, so it's definitely a lot. And I always see myself as like, if my kids were in school, I'd be like that mom who volunteered to go on all the trips and all that kind of stuff, and I'd be like really engaged. And I think a lot of the things that I do, I think that the Girl Guides would be really happy to have me as like a volunteer. So I have to think about it. I have to think about balance. I always jump into these things. The fact that I'm even questioning myself right now about this, like, is this the right thing to do, is kind of weird for me. But I have been lately feeling like I just have my hands in an awful lot of things right now. And I keep reminding myself that, like, when you have children under the age of 4, that's probably one of the most challenging periods for parenting, in terms of it being both physically and mentally, emotionally, just kind of, I would say exhausting, but what I want to say is involved, like engaged. You're just really, really engaged at that stage. I mean, you're engaged throughout their life, but there's something a little bit different about having a little guy or a little person, because they just really need a lot of you at that time, both for, you know, comfort, and they're learning so much, and you're trying to engage them, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. But the more I think about like working with those girls and teaching them some things, like bringing in my spinning wheel or taking them, like, you know, to a farm or like something like that, I think it would be a lot of fun to do. I'm going to maybe look for some kind of a word snippet. And this I grabbed this really nice grungy eco-printed paper left over from a book that I just made. I'm just gonna reach over here into my word snippets and see if I can't find something fun. Okay, this is so perfect. Beauteous lady, dry your tears. Here's no cause for sighs or fears. That's great. So we'll just glue that onto the grungy paper. And glue that right onto this pocket. And then they'll really go together well, I think. Yeah, okay. Whoopsies. Okay, so I think for now that should conclude this video. But yeah, give these a try. It's a really nice way to like use up larger book pages, and also just a nice way to relax. I feel really mellow and relaxed now that I've done this. So I hope you enjoyed having this little, you know, craft along with me. Definitely check out Gayle Agostinelli's video if you haven't seen it already today, to see her take on this same thing, where she's using coffee dyed paper. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all again very soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.